Hey everybody, Brett here again with Playful Pets LLC. What we're showing you here today is the Doggie Bungee Toy. Whether you pick this up at a retail location or online, such as Amazon, it's going to be the same package and this is what you're going to get. We've got all the parts that come inside laid out on the table here. I'm just going to go through one by one and kind of explain what each of them are and how they work. First off is the bungee line. This is kind of the heart and soul of the whole toy. It's about 7 feet long. It's got a large loop on one end, and that's where you're going to hang it around a tree branch, deck, railing, wherever you have that's going to make sense for you to hang it up. It's basically a bungee cord within a durable nylon casing that is going to basically prevent the sun from getting to that cord and rotting it out. So it provides UV protection and also safety as far as overstretching. It basically provides the stopping point for the bungee, so we can get long-lasting use out of it. Next up, we have what we call the toy connector rope. This is basically just a 4-foot long piece of rope with a loop on each end, used to connect the toy to the bungee. The reason we've added this in is just for long-lasting durability. This is basically kind of what we would consider the wear item of the toy. It just prevents the dog from getting close enough to this to actually ruin that, and this is a lot cheaper to replace. And all of these parts are available online individually should anything ever wear out for you. Last but not least is the actual cotton toy itself. Quite durable in design. It's a solid piece of rope that's been wrapped into the ball shape with a loop on each end. We're going to basically, the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to install this, and we're going to take it out to an actual tree, get up on a ladder, put it around a branch, show you each how to do that step by step. So let's go take a look at that now. All right, once you've got everything unpackaged, next step is to basically figure out where you want to hang the unit. We have already selected a branch in this magnolia tree and have a ladder set up. So I'm going to go ahead and take this large loop we talked about earlier up and show you how easy it is to get around. Now all we need to do is send that large loop over the branch we want to connect to here, put the small loop through the large one, and then just pull it so all that slack is out and it's on there nice and snug. So I'll come back down now and we'll show you step 2. All right, next step in the procedure is we want to connect the toy connector rope to the toy itself. We're going to zoom in as well as we can here and just try to go as slow as possible to kind of give you the best demonstration we can. This can get a little tricky first time around, but it's a relatively simple process if you just kind of watch. What we're going to do is we're just going to take that connector rope, we're going to put it right through the bottom of the one of the loops, either one is fine, and then we're going to bring that over and just loop it over the other loop and the whole ball itself. And what that's going to do is just create these two ropes interlocking together just like so. Alright, now that we've got the bungee hung up and we've got the toy connected to the toy connector rope, we're going to go ahead and show you how to connect the toy connector rope to the actual bungee cord itself. Being that this is 4 feet long, it does offer us a little bit of adjustability, which is going to really help you out. Not all tree branches are the same height, so you're going to have a little bit of variance there, and then all of you are going to have dogs that are of a different size. What we found is that hanging this toy at approximately your dog's eye level is probably gives you the best results of them kind of remembering it's there and continually being able to play with it on their own without much interaction from you. So we're going to go ahead and show you the first one is one we call the long installation. This is going to give you the longest drop basically from the toy connector rope. And this, like I said, you may or may not use this, but this is the one we're going to do first. It's probably the easier of all three. What we're going to do is we're just going to take this, the loose end of the toy connector rope, put it through the loop on the bungee, and then we're just going to take the whole toy and run it right through that same loop, just kind of like what we did on the upper branch there when we were hanging the bungee, and we're just going to cinch that down all the way until it's tight. In our case, of course, this actually sits on the ground, so it wouldn't be what we'd want to use in this case, but we want to show you, every possibility. That way, in case you have a branch that happens to be a lot higher, this may be the choice you use. Now we're going to go on and we're going to show you the standard installation and then a shorter one as well in case those work for you. Alright, what we're going to show you now is what we consider the standard installation. This is what's going to give you kind of a mid-range between the long and the short. Basically, same as last time, we're going to put that loose end through the bottom hole of the bungee line. What we like to do is kind of even those out, and to get kind of a clean installation, we do a few wraps on this just to keep it a little tighter and looking better. And then we're going to zoom in here again And we're going to try to, this is basically going to be the same connection we used when we actually connect the toy to the rope. And we're going to go back through that same bottom hole again and do that same wrap right over the top of everything, pulling the other loop through and then going right back over that ball again. And then you just have to take a minute here to kind of sort those two out, get them all cinched up, and that takes care of that. That way you can see now that we're up a couple feet off the ground, and that's kind of the mid-range between the two, and we'll show you the short one here in just a second. All right, now we're going to show you the shortest installation of all three. Starts off the same, take that loose end of the rope, go right through the bungee. We're going to pull that down to where this is maybe roughly about a foot long. We're going to wrap right back through that top hole. We're going to go back up to the bungee. We're going to put that through one more time, cinch that up, and like before, we're going to do a couple wraps on this just to keep the installation clean, and then same connection we've been doing. So we're going to zoom in to show you that again. We're going to go right through the bottom, wrap that right over the top loop and around the whole ball assembly again, pull that down. And then, just like last time, you got to take a minute here just to kind of get all these ropes sorted out, get everything pulled tight. Once that's done, you can kind of just stretch it out taut. And then there you have it. That's the completed shorter installation. So now that you've seen all three, like I said, it gives you a little bit of height adjustment all the way through. And if this doesn't work out, you can always, depending on where your branch is, you can always do a couple extra loops around the top end of that bungee as well. That way it just gives you enough room based on your branch height and the size of your dog. But we figure that, you know, either way, as long as you get it set up, whichever method you use, we are confident that your dog's going to have a really great time with it. And we really thank you for your purchase. Also, feel free to send in any videos. We always love to see the dogs having a great time with the toy. Thanks a lot and have a great day.